Welcome to Retirement Ramblings. I'm Scott, and today is day 317 on my countdown to retirement. So today I had morning meetings with colleagues that are in the US, the UK, and Hong Kong. So it was, fairly early to accommodate for the various time differences. Then following the meetings, I ran out and got a haircut. And I was teasing with the stylist that I wanted her to cut my hair and pretend it was summertime. So even though it's fairly cool outside, cold for some people, but I like this temperature. I wanted to make sure it was short enough that it would be appropriate for warmer weather. And I wanted to get rid of all the flips that I get along the back of my neckline when it's time to get a haircut. Anyway, took care of that. Then I ran to credit union and I deposited the refund checks that I had gotten from my insurance company when I canceled my personal disability policy. So that was a nice surprise. The checks totaled about 1.5 equivalent of 1.5 months of the premium. So I appreciated getting that money. Then my wife and I ran out, and I'm a Philly boy, so I love Philadelphia cheesesteaks. So there's a place not far from us that makes decent ones. So I ran out for lunch and got a Philly cheesesteak. Then afterwards, my wife's been having continued dry eye problems following her cataract surgery. So she had been using Refresh, but apparently it's not helping her as much as a prior product that she used, which was Blink gel tears. So we stopped at a Kroger to check out getting that for her. The first Kroger we went to, they were out of them. So ran to a second Kroger. I was, on our way home, and they had them, and so they were on sale today for $1 off each. So she ended up buying 2 containers of that. And then while I was there, I just happened to check to see if they had it, and they had the Spanish smoked paprika that I've been looking for. So I picked up a container of that, which was great. And then also I was contemplating earlier in the day about doing an extended fast. So I picked up some Bigelow green tea, which helps me get through the hunger pains for extended fasts. And she decided that she might try one, at least a 24-hour one, to see how she likes doing it. So I made sure I got enough to cover both of us if she wanted to try. Then I contacted my primary care physician after I got home because my pharmacy claimed that they didn't have any renewal scripts for 3 prescriptions that I needed to get refilled. And I know for sure that they were submitted back in December when I had my annual physical, because I watched the guy do it. But in any event, I contacted the doctor's office, spoke with the nurse, and they were going to reprocess them and get that through. I also uploaded my diabetic eye exam information via their secure portal to the primary care physician to add it to his medical record system. Then I spoke with my mother to go over some financial statements that came in for her, and she was, she was just overall sad today because one of her best friend's husbands died overnight, and apparently, so she lives in a condo. They're having the windows in the condo replaced, so they had to build temporary walls, and so her friend's condo had this temporary wall that was built, and the noise was really bothering her along with some of the dust. So she decided that she was going to sleep in the living room, and her husband stayed, I guess, in the bedroom. And then at some point during the night, he got up and went to the restroom. And then anyway, she was having a fire. The fire department was coming to do an inspection of the window area uh, in the morning. So she got up early, went in to wake her husband up, and found him on the floor in the bathroom, and he was already blue. So then she had to, contact the appropriate officials to come out, certify the death, make sure everything was okay. And then my mom went over to her place, and spent some time with her, consoling her. Um, but my mom's in her mid 80s, and while I understand uh, and certainly appreciate the sadness that comes, with losing people you care about, um, you know, she's got to at her stage in life have to expect that this is going to become a more and more frequent occurrence that her friends and family members that are in a similar age category, will ultimately be passing on, and you know, she while she can certainly be sad about it, and I certainly wouldn't ever suggest that someone shouldn't be sad and grieve for the person or what have you. Like, um, just trying to, I was trying to just have the conversation with her, to kind of make sure she starts mentally acclimating herself to the situation, that it's the frequency is going to increase, and you know her circle of friends ultimately will get smaller, and that's just a fact of life, and it's an unfortunate one, and I've lost close friends within the last year or two, and I'm fully expecting that as I age, and I live in an over 55 community. I mean, the number of people, and my community only has 77 houses in it, and I'll say within those 77 houses, the number of people that have already either gone into assisted living because of Alzheimer's or dementia, have had serious medical problems that required them to move out of the community and either live with family or go into, again, some kind of assisted living facility, or have passed in the last couple of years, has increased significantly, um, and I'm constantly seeing ambulances come into the subdivision, uh, you know going to various people's houses that are having problems. And I don't know if this is true everywhere, but in an over 55 community, they're, at least where I live, they're not allowed to put on the sirens, because it happens so frequently. You'd constantly be hearing sirens going off of the ambulances coming in. So anyway, I mean, it's certainly a sad situation, you know, but it's also a fact of life. So, um, given where you live and your situation, just acceptance has to become part of, your day to day situation. Anyway, um, then after getting off the phone with my mom, I ended up spending another couple hours doing some more of my PMP certification. And then after that, I quickly researched some of the sale ads for tomorrow. And I'll just run through a couple of the protein examples of what's on sale, should you have access to these and decide it's something you might want to consider. So I'm going to look down for these. For Kroger, they've got Heritage Farm chicken drumsticks and thighs for $1.49 a pound. At Publix, they've got top sirloin steak for $6.99 a pound. At Aldi, they've got fresh USDA choice bone-in short ribs for $7.29 a pound. Ahi Tuna Steaks for $8.99 a pound, and fresh ground Wagyu for $4.99 a pound. And then at Lidl, they've got Smithfield fresh half boneless pork loin for $1.99 a pound with the myLidl app. They got fresh mahi for $7.99 a pound. Their butcher's specialty fresh seasoned skirt steak for $7.99 a pound. And the fish market wild caught skinless cod fillets for $6.99 a pound. So that's that. And then for dinner, I ended up making a a batch of snow crabs. So the weight of those was approximately 4 pounds that my wife and I had for dinner, along with melted butter and some broccoli. And then I decided that I was going to try starting an extended fast. So my goal is to go at least 72 hours and possibly as long as 94 hours. So I'm starting tonight, and I'd like to be able to make it to at least Friday evening and possibly Saturday morning. So I'll see how that goes. And my wife's going to try and do her first fast of 24 hours. So we'll see how that goes for her. But as I indicated, I did pick up some green tea, and I know that, at least for me, when the ghrelin hormone kicks in, that makes you hungry. If I have, a warm cup of green tea, it makes those hunger pains go away. And I usually also have, I'll take my electrolytes. So I usually consume a little bit of, when I get hungry, a little bit of Redmond's real salt. And then I do magnesium and potassium to make sure that, my electrolytes stay regulated. Anyway, that's my update for today. If you have any questions, any comments, please leave them in the comment section down below or drop me an email at myretirementramblings@gmail.com. Otherwise, I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Hope you have a great evening. Take care.